Guys, our final speaker, no more introduction. Give it up for Mr. Jones X. What up, New York? Hey, listen, I'm gonna try not to get emotional, but these are emotional times.
Sure are.
A good friend once told me, you have to change their hearts before you can change their minds. To be honest with you, I didn't come here to change hearts and minds. I came here to speak truth. My truth. The truth of Black and Indigenous peoples. The truth of the queer community. The truth of women and children. The truth of the poor and unhoused. The truth of this nation. We came here today to speak out and fight against the uprise of fascism in the U.S. But the truth is, for many of us, especially Black and Indigenous people, this has always been a fascist nation. From the moment the colonizer's ship touched the shore of Turtle Island, the foundation of this country was built on genocide, enslavement, and repression. What we are witnessing today, the book bans, the forced pregnancies, the targeting of immigrants, the dismantling of civil rights, the erasure of trans identities, the police state. That is not the arrival of fascism. That is simply the latest iteration of a system that has always been in place for us. James Baldwin said, not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced.
Yeah.
I was asked today to speak out about the fight against fascism as if it were something new. But as a Black man, as Indigenous people, as queer people whose very existence defies the lie of white supremacy, we know that fascism is not new. It has been here since the birth of this nation. It is not my charge to reckon with America's sins. It is not the charge of Black people, Indigenous people, immigrants, the poor, the trans, or the oppressed. We have already faced the truth. We have lived it. We have carried its weight in our bodies, in our histories, in our family. We have buried our ancestors under it, raised our children despite it, and built this country with blood-stained hands, while those who held the whip reaped the rewards. We have never had the luxury of looking away.
Preach!
For centuries, Black people have led the fight for liberation, from the first enslaved Africans who rebelled, to the indigenous warriors who refused to be erased, to the labor movements, the civil rights leaders, the freedom fighters, the organizers, the dreamers, the radicals, to the very first pride that took place just a few blocks down the road.
Yeah.
We have fought not just for ourselves, but for everyone. But it's past time, long past time, for white America to face the truth. Because we did not create this monster.
That's right.
They did.
Yeah.
White America built this system. White America profited the most from it. White America turned genocide into prosperity, stolen labor into generational wealth, and oppression into law. And now it's white America's job to clean its own fucking house.
That's right.
Let's go.
While books are being banned, will you speak the truth?
Yes.
While they criminalize protests, will you still march?
Yes.
While they come for immigrants, will you stand between them and their oppressors?
Yes.
While they target the poor, will you fight for the working class?
Yes.
While they try to erase history, will you be the one to remember it?
Yes.
While they try to commit genocide against our trans brothers and sisters, will you lay down and stay?
Yes.
This is not time for spectators. It's not time for neutrality. It's not time for cowardice. Because let me be clear, fascism is not coming. Fascism is here.
That's right.
Say
it again.
And if white America does not destroy the monster it created, then the rest of us will suffer under its reign again.
Yep.
I feel I must be clear about one thing. Accountability is not persecution.
Nope. Yes.
While Black, Indigenous, and marginalized people demand that this country take responsibility, it is not an attack. It is the bare fucking minimum. If you feel uncomfortable, you should. If you feel called out, you should. Because this fight does not belong to us alone. It belongs to you, the ones who claim to care, the ones who say they believe in freedom. Audre Lorde warned us, the master's tools will never dismantle the master's house. America cannot rely on the systems of power it created to dismantle fascism. It cannot be done through moderation, through silence, through waiting for someone else to act. That is why Huey P. Newton understood when he built the Rainbow Coalition, not as a symbol, but as a strategy. Liberation requires radical, uncompromising unity across race, class, gender, and creed.
Yes.
Because when the ruling class weaponizes division, solidarity is our only shield,
Yes.
our only sword.
Yes.
So I ask you, will you fight? Or will you let history repeat itself?
No.
There is no neutral ground. Silence is complicit.
That's right.
Inaction is a choice.
Thank you very much to Mr. Jones X.